Hello, I'm Pagan Elements, or just Elements if you prefer, and today I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Umihara Kawase, a game published in 1994 by TNN for the Super Famicom. Our heroine for this Let's Play is going to be this adorable little girl right here, Umihara. She'll be traversing a flooded, surreal world with the help of her trusty fishing line and pink backpack. Field 0, let's go. Controls are pretty simple. Left and right bumpers scroll the camera left and right, start pauses. Select while pause will bring up your replay menu. More on that later. And X or B will jump. Y or A will cast out your fishing line. And if you continue to hold Y or A after her lure comes into contact with a surface, she will hook onto it, at which point you can press down to reel your line in, up to reel your line out, left or right to swing about, or walk about if you're still on terra firma. And as that tech demo that prefaced the level illustrated, you can use this fishing line to navigate the traverse obstacles, and her fishing line can also be used to deal with these nightmare fish she'll encounter, in this case the goldfish. Hooking them will paralyze them briefly, or you can, stay hooked on them and keep them paralyzed. Get off my head, bird. Or you can just throw them in your pink backpack for future eating. And you may have noticed her fishing line has this goldfish. Stop that. Her fishing line has this interesting elastic quality to it. And that's pretty much what the game's known for, is its in-depth physics engine, which can be used to do some pretty fancy stunts. We'll be keeping it pretty simple for these first couple vids, till I get into the swing of things. I'm pretty out of practice with this series, honestly. And tech demo number 2, just showing off that you can continue to move while hooked on things and throw enemies in your backpack. Field 1 starts off with this fun conveyor belt. So fun. Cruising along. Oh, there's our next enemy, the bait bucket, who occasionally spits out those 3 little walking fish. They are annoying because they are so tiny and hard to catch. Oh, caught that one though. But we don't want any more of that. Get in my bag. The game has 2 types of enemies in each field. Randomly spawning ones like those goldfish, and fixed enemies like the bait bucket and that eel down there who will just stay there until we hook them. The randomly spawning enemies are the annoying ones because they have a tendency to pop up when you least expect it. You'll be swinging around like I'm doing, see a ledge, be like, hey, that looks like a good place to go. Throw yourself through the air, and then suddenly a fish appears there and eats your face. It's not fun. Here Umihara is showing off the basic climbing technique. Bit late. Field 2. You may have noticed the HUD, I don't know why it's so small and in the middle of the screen like that, but top left's our score, bottom right's high score. Top right is our current number of backpacks, currently 10. Here's our first extra backpack. Put our backpack in our backpack because we like backpacks. And now we have 11. That's one backpack filled with 10 extra ones and various giant nightmare fish. I don't know what this is in the background, some sort of decaying, drying up dead squid, maybe just a rock and driftwood, I don't know. Mollusk move. And one interesting thing also is that the enemies have weight to them, so it's very possible to say if there were a fish on that opposite ledge, if I hooked it and tried to reel it in, the weight of it would pull me down into that pit below. And it's something important to keep track of, and that snail is going to be problems for me. Let's go back over here, back over there. I am making a mess of things. Alright, you know what, let's just go to that side the proper way. You may have noticed this field 2, is our first field with multiple exits. That's pretty common in this game, for a field to have an easy exit and more difficult exit to reach. In this case, not that much more difficult, but it is the first branching path, so we can't expect much. Generally, the more, here Umihara is showing off the ground hook for climbing to ledges below. I don't know if that's really what it's called. I just kind of make up my own names for all the techniques. Anyways, you'll notice taking the alternate exit brought us from field 2 to field 10. There's a total of, well, the highest numbered field is 55, but that's a bit misleading, because there's actually 9 fields, I think, 9 numbers not used, so there's actually 46 fields in the game. And one thing I like about this game is it's kind of focused on speed runs a little. In addition to that, the timers for the stages below our lives. It has, the whole replay menu for saving your plays-up levels, showing them off to your friends, with how elite your rubbering action skills are. And I had no idea that backpack was there. Yay. Anyways, and I'm not great at speedruns, not too into them, but I do like that each stage has usually a straightforward path. In this case, climb up this ladder, navigate around the top of the stage, but you can also, make your own paths with the fishing line. In this case, swing on over here, get control of my line back, there we go. And now we're already at the exit. And I'm gonna go over the techniques I use in a little bit more detail once we get past the basic intros of the stage. And hopefully I'll get the hang of them better too. Like I said, I'm pretty out of practice. Field 11, where we discover that little Umihara fortunately will not have to survive in this land off of diet of nothing but nightmare yo fish. But also giant cabbages, lettuces. I'm gonna go ahead. Jeez, what's with all these enemies? You saw there, most enemies will instant kill you upon being hit. Jeez, random spawners, go have fun. But there's also some attacks that will, like those eel eggs that will just make Umihara dizzy, which is usually a death sentence in itself. It'll normally make you stumble into another enemy or off a ledge into the briny depths. Fortunately, not this time. Over there we have our alternate exit for this level. Actually, I think this level has multiple alternate exits. I think there's one up there somewhere. But, stop it. Anyways, the trick to reaching that one is that these platforms descend in matching color when you step on them, so you have to pixel perfect time it so that you're on that blue platform for as little time as possible. But I don't want to go through that door, because it leads to some pretty tough stages, and this being the first video, I don't think we want to go to pro stages yet. So we backtrack to Field 8, which is our first boss stage. Mammoth Tadpole. Get hopping, buddy. And we're going to ignore her for now and swing on down here. Whoa, close. And get an extra backpack. Now we're gonna race her back to the left. Hopefully I don't screw this up. It looks like I'm in control. Whoa, no, out of control, out of control! Alright, I think I got this. As soon as she walks back this way. Now she'll start hopping to the right again. You see she laid a baby frog while she was over there, which we need to get rid of pronto. More baby frogs. No, 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 we gotta get them, gotta get them. This could be trouble. See those frogs? You do not want to let them get in the water, because once they do, they will swim around, and they will make it troublesome for you. Because what they will do is, you see, she walks to the left, so we have to dangle off the edge, so she doesn't get us! Well, good thing I grabbed that extra backpack. Anyways, yeah. Letting frogs get in the water, bad. Anyways, this is the basic layout for this whole boss fight is, she will hop to the right, then she will walk to the left, so we hop in the water. And we wait. Splish, splosh, splish, splosh. Splish, splosh. Then she starts hopping back to the right, and the giant tadpole lays a baby frog. That's how nature works. Don't question it. Japan, you're so crazy. Anyways, each time she walks to the left, I think she goes a little bit faster. And each time she hops to the right, she gets a little bit more priggers and lays more baby frogs. And hopefully we can throw them in our bag right away, collect up all the little babies. she'll wander back this way going, where are my babies? I don't know, I guess it's time to lay some more eggs. But we'll have none of that, because this is an abomination against nature. And, you know, then she tries to trample us, which is pretty understandable. I mean, we're, you know, kidnapping all of her children, and I'd probably be pretty violent in general if I was a giant baby giving birth to miniature adults. 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's fixing to have her last batch of baby frogs, 5 of them. Hopefully we can catch them all in time. I need to hurry up and get back up there so I can get on that. Yeah, here we go. Alright, there. That's all. Thanks for helping me to the edge, last one. Reel out, get over here. No! Ooh, close. And now that she's finished her mating cycle and returned to the sea, we can see that the exit no longer is boarded up, and we can continue on to the next field. But I think this is a good point to stop this first video, so we'll see that next time.